Her call came before sunrise, not the soft kind, not the kind that carries guilt wrapped in apology. No, it was frantic, breathless, a tremor running beneath every syllable, as if the world had suddenly tilted beneath her feet. I stared at the screen glowing in the dark room, her name flashing like a warning I had ignored for too long. I didn't answer. I let it ring until it died. Then it rang again and again. Something was wrong. I could feel it in the space behind my ribs, that old instinct, the one that wakes just before the truth breaks the surface. Eventually, I picked up, not because I cared, but because I wanted to hear the tone. Tone always reveals more than confession. Her voice cracked. They kicked me out. A pause, a breath, then the smallest, most pitiful whisper. Please, can we talk? Talk. The memory of last night floated back, sharp and cold. Her face twisted with anger, her voice raised, louder than I'd ever heard it. The words, the ones you can't take back, thrown like knives. My friends think I can do so much better. You're holding me back. And my answer, calm as still water. I won't hold you back anymore. I ended it right there, left her standing in the doorway with her pride and her audience cheering her on from their screens. Now those same friends had closed their doors, and she was calling me, not out of love, out of consequence. I listened to her breathing through the phone and let the silence stretch, long enough for her to feel it. The breakup should have hurt. It should have carved something out of me, but instead it opened space, space where suspicion had lived for months. I had seen the signs before her outburst, the late replies, the sudden nights out with friends, the shift in her tone, sharper, impatient, like everything I did irritated her. People don't change overnight. They unravel slowly, and she had been unraveling long before the fight. The real fracture came 2 weeks earlier, a message on her lock screen. Just one line. Did he ask anything? She snatched the phone away too quickly, forced a laugh, said it was a joke. I didn't believe her, but I let it pass, because sometimes silence reveals more than confrontation. After that, her attention drifted farther. She guarded her phone as if it contained a second life. Every time it buzzed, she flinched, not the flinch of guilt, but of someone terrified the truth might surface. Then came the night she screamed that I was holding her back. People don't say things like that unless they've rehearsed them, unless someone has been whispering in their ear long before the fight. That someone mattered more than I did. So I walked away. But walking away didn't quiet the questions. Not yet. After the breakup, I didn't cry. I didn't break. I didn't spiral. I observed, calmly, quietly. Her outburst wasn't random. It was triggered. By who? I started with the obvious. Her closest friend, Sana, the one who always had something to say about me. The one who called me too calm, as if composure was a flaw. The one who posted cryptic quotes after every argument we had. I scrolled through old photos of theirs, looked at comments, names repeated, patterns formed. Then I checked something she once laughed about, her location sharing app. She'd forgotten I still had access. Midnights in places she shouldn't be, evenings spent anywhere but where she claimed. A cluster of pins around one particular address. Not a cafe, not a mall, a guy's apartment. His name surfaced in group photos once or twice. I remembered his face. Too eager, too complimentary. The type that waits for openings. Maybe he got one. Maybe she gave it. I didn't assume. I confirmed. Phone records showed late calls to the same number. Deleted messages recovered through backups. Short coded exchanges. Enough to expose the truth without spelling it. Not conclusive. Not yet. But close. Close enough that when she screamed about her friends thinking she could do better, I knew whose voice she had been echoing. Not hers. His. And last night when I broke up with her, I didn't tell her any of this. Revenge is most potent when it feels like consequence, not punishment. The final proof arrived this morning. A screenshot from a mutual acquaintance. A chat between her and the guy. His message, if he leaves you, you can stay with me. Sana said she'll back you up. Her reply, he won't leave. He's too soft. Soft. That word stayed with me. Funny how quickly softness turns into steel when pushed hard enough. When she called again, crying about being kicked out, I asked one question, a quiet, almost bored tone. Did he let you stay? A sharp inhale. Silence. Then a stuttering denial. She knew. I knew. Everything stood exposed without me raising my voice. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I simply forwarded the screenshot. Read receipts on.
She saw it. Her breakdown was immediate. Gasps, apologies, excuses, anything to climb back from the edge she'd walked herself onto. I didn't mean it. It wasn't like that. I was confused. I didn't think you'd find out. I let her speak until her voice ran dry. Then I answered, calm as the moment I left her last night. You said I was holding you back. I'm just staying out of your way. The silence that followed wasn't ordinary. It was the kind that breaks a person from the inside. The realization that the lifeline they expected is gone. For good. When the call ended, I didn't feel triumphant, just clear. Her world had collapsed, but it wasn't my doing. It was the natural consequence of the lies she built and the people she trusted to reinforce them. I simply stepped aside and watched the structure fall. She thought I'd chase. She thought I'd beg. She thought I'd stay soft. But softness and weakness are not the same. Softness bends, weakness breaks, and I didn't break. As I walked out into the morning light, phone silent in my pocket, I understood something final. I wasn't holding her back. I was holding her up. And she only realized it when I let go. I didn't lose her. I simply stopped carrying what wasn't mine.